Welcome to Reckless Paradise, everyone. I'm your host, Marissa, and I'm here with my co-host, Dystro. Say hi.
Hello, everyone.
Happy Sunday, everybody. I hope everybody had a very good weekend. I have had an okay weekend, I guess you could say.
And
Uh,
mine was just, working and stuff, so not the
at the
usual.
John DeGinney.
John.
John DeGinney. Anyways, tonight we have a special guest making his third return on the show, Cory. Say hi.
I'm not special. What are you talking about?
Bro, you're like the only guest that we've had that's come back more than once.
Maybe because I'm just the best. I don't know.
Yes, totally. And you're like one of my bestest friends.
Okay, don't lie to me.
Okay, shut up.
Okay.
So yes, we have brought Cory back for another episode, and I think tonight's episode is gonna be a little bit bittersweet. But before we get to that, just want to say this now. Today is February 19th, and if any rock and roll fan knows what this day means to anybody, exactly 43 years ago today, we lost the original lead singer of AC/DC, Bon Scott. Passed away on this day in 1980 from acute alcohol poisoning. He ended up vomiting while he was asleep and choked on his vomit, and yeah, pretty much passed away from that. God bless him. Like, honest to God, God bless him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, our thoughts and prayers goes out to his friends, his family, loved ones, and everything that still carry on his legacy to this day. But yeah, it's like he was. I was gonna say he was young, but it's like he was rocking, and then it's like as soon as he passed away, it's like, well, they had to find somebody to replace him.
Yeah, and luckily, prior to Bond passing, Bond had said before to the members, he's like, hey, if y'all ever need to somehow replace me, you need to check this guy out. And he was referring to Brian Johnson, who at the time was lead singer of a group called Geordie, which I listened to myself, and really good, really, really good. It's completely different from Brian Johnson and AC/DC. I think people should check that out, by the way. If you guys have time, check that out. Really, really good stuff. But yeah, we definitely need to do an episode of what if Bon Scott never passed away? Like, how would AC/DC have been? Would any of these songs have existed from Back in Black?
I mean, it would probably be changed.
Yeah, because Hell's Bells, for example, was about Bond's death, so obviously that wouldn't be in the picture. But yeah,
that's the whole premise of What If and stuff. That's and it's like if you change a certain little thing in the timeline, it's like this thing would have happened.
Yeah, it's weird, but we're gonna have to do that. But yeah, to sum it all up, God bless Bon Scott. Thank you for contributing to the rock and roll world. I hope you're resting in peace. Mm-hmm. And thank God AC/DC still exists to this day, because I really don't know where I'd be without them. Okay, anyways, so let's get into tonight's episode. Also, thank you for joining us, everybody. I hope you guys enjoy. We are officially wrapping up Nostalgia Days. Now, this is a very bittersweet moment for me and Dystro, of course, because this was our very first big series. We started, way back.
Mm-hmm. It was something new and interesting that we wanted to try out, and it's and we've done it for so long.
Yeah, this will be episode 11, and this is our final one with Tech Days. Now, a lot of people may be asking, what do you mean necessarily by Tech Days? Now, in the 2000s, that was the year, the time period for new technology to become a thing. Smartphones came into play, laptops, tablets, a lot of things came into play. And we're not just going to talk about that. There's other stuff, too, that came out that a lot of 2000s kids may remember using or owning. And that's what's nice about being born into the 2000s. Yeah, you were born in 98, but you still count because you got to grow up with the stuff that we had. So and vice versa. Like I was born in '02, Cory was born in '02, so like we're both from the same time period. But yeah, I think that's what's nice about being born into this decade we're going to talk about, because this was the time where technology was starting to like be invented. Yeah, it was starting to become a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I didn't take notes for this, which is funny because usually I take notes for nostalgia days. I just had it on top of my head what I'm going to talk about.
Whereas I did, actually.
Good for you.
But this was like, before like we started recording too. So I was just like jotting down like anything that I knew.
Right. All right. I think we're going to start with our guest because, Cory, what is something that you owned or may remember from the 2000s that has to do with technology?
I mean, I guess I don't know how to put it. I kind of experienced my childhood growing up the same as everyone else's. I was poor and didn't have much, so we had a lot of knockoff stuff. I had this wonderful. Well, Marissa knows. Okay, so Marissa does know. So she had the laptop version of it, but I had the actual '90s desktop version of the compact computer.
Wow. Well, I had one too.
You had the laptop version.
I had a desktop as well when I was really little kid.
I remember it so vividly. I used to love the Sims games. Well, at the time, Sims 2 was out. It wasn't Sims 3 or So I had that disc inside that computer. Well, we had a lightning storm, and it exploded the computer to where you couldn't turn it on anymore. So I lost my disc. I was so mad. I lost all of my discs. I couldn't play any of it anymore. We didn't have a computer. All my saves. I was so sad.
It got hit by lightning?
Yes, it got hit by lightning.
Thunderstruck.
Yeah, I was so upset.
Wow.
Fried my computer. No
I
disc.
would have fucking cried.
I did. I'm pretty sure I did.
Oh my god. I don't know, garage somewhere we actually had a 90s desktop computer thing made by Compaq. I hate that brand, by the way. It's not that good.
That's
but
a comfort brand. Shut up, Marissa.
It's not that good. But anyways, that computer has all my pictures from when I went to go watch TNA, when I went to Disney on Ice as a kid, all my Christmas pictures from when I was a kid, everything, my baby pictures. I really wish I could get that off that computer. I don't even think I could boot it up. That's how slow it was. I want to get that stuff off of that computer and onto something else. I can preserve the memories. I just don't know how to go about it.
Yeah, blank DVD disc would be a way to go if you wanted to do that stuff.
Or a hard drive or something.
Yeah, because it's yeah, it might take forever to boot it up, but it's at least you would have the memories on something.
When I get out on my own, I'm gonna take that computer with me, and I'm gonna have someone who knows anything about tech come to my house and just help me. It's I don't know anything about the old school computers. I was maybe 5 years old when I used to play on that thing.
Oh, I would know because my aunt, shout out my rock and roll aunt.
Yeah.
She had one of those desktop computers and stuff that had the tower and all that stuff, and it's it was took forever to boot up.
Yeah.
And then took forever to get inside, and then took forever to load up, and I'm I just wasted 30 of my human life just sitting here.
All right, Dystro, let's go with you. What do you remember having or even wanted as a kid when it comes to technology?
I remember when I was a young kid and I wanted to listen to music. So I had a portable CD player, but I was I had one of those.
Yeah, a Walkman.
Yes, it was technically a Walkman. Yes. But you can listen. You would I would have the CD in it and stuff like that. But then also within the exact same breath here, it was that, and then I had my first iPod Nano as a kid.
Wow, that's bringing back memories. So let's start with the Walkman. I had one of those when I was a kid,
Also had one.
and you had one.
The Cars themed one. It was cute.
Mine was just like a standard gray and black one. I used to play the fuck out of Loverboy on that freaking thing. My parents knew I loved Loverboy as a kid because I also saw them in concert when I was a kid. And my dad used to keep the Loverboy CD in that Walkman. I used to listen to that religiously before school when I was in elementary school. Even then, I was a little rock star. What the hell? That brought me back.
Too.
Yeah, it was like, damn, like that was like my first like thing. Like I had like music related like that I can listen to music to or through, I should say.
Wow, that's bringing me back.
Yeah. But then when I got out of that, I transferred into like iPod Nano and stuff.
I wish I had one of those. I had an iPod Touch. I had an iPod Touch 5 in middle school. Broke that one and got an iPod Touch 6 like a couple years later.
My cousins were lucky enough to have one of those iPod Touches.
And my iPod Touch 6 is broke too.
Damn. You just always breaking things.
I was young. I was in middle school. I didn't have a case on my iPod Touch 6 though, so like I can see why. But my iPod Touch 5 wasn't my fault. It was one of my parents' faults. They grounded me. They went to take it off the fridge and they dropped it. Yeah, and
well, I mean, it is kind of your fault for getting grounded, Marissa.
It landed face down and it broke. It shattered. I'm like, oh my god. Good times. But those things were fucking cheaply made. I gotta admit to that. They broke so easily.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh boy. So, since you took my idea with the Walkman, I'm gonna have to go with something I wish I had. Now, this was something that was like really popular in like the mid 2000s, going to like maybe 06, 07 during like the emo scene era. Everybody was raving about the BlackBerry phones.
Oh yeah, I have that on my list too.
Cory, did you ever have one of those?
No. Now that you bring this up, I hate you because this is a really repressed memory. It is called a Samsung Juke.
Wow.
Oh, I remember that.
I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but
I know what you're talking about.
But oh my god, I had one of those phones and I thought I was the shit. I was so cool with my phone that flipped and everything. I was bomb status.
So what's it called again? A Samsung
Samsung Juke.
Oh
they
my
are
god.
Amazing.
That looks so ugly.
It was so awesome. It was such a tiny phone. If you watch a video on how it flipped open, that's what was so cool about it.
That's so ugly. Like the design, it's so narrow. Like
I know. God. That was the phone. I love that phone. Oh, I miss that phone.
I never had any one of those, but I didn't have a phone back then. I just didn't have one until like I got a little bit older, but
I had one of those cheap track phones that my dad used to have. I had one of those.
I did.
You had to like buy a minutes card every once in a while.
Sorry, but who never has not had a track phone?
That's true. My dad had one for 10 years.
Damn. Like one of my coworkers at work, he probably still has a fucking track phone because he has like one of those flip ones. He's like,
now my dad has a flip phone now, but it's through Verizon, so like he's upgraded. It has YouTube on it. Don't start, Cory.
He went from track phone to Verizon upgrade.
Congratulations.
Track phone to Jitterbug.
Oh my
god.
Jeez. But seriously though, I've always wanted one of those BlackBerry phones. Like the design just looks really cool with like the keyboard and stuff.
Okay.
Like, yeah, it's small, but
the keyboard, like if I my hands are like huge, it would probably over like I would probably be hitting like 4 or 5 buttons if I try to hit anything on that.
Like my hands are huge.
Yeah, like they are. Like literally. Like I have trouble now like trying to type on like anything like on on my phone sometimes now because if I try to hit the S, I hit the A. The exact same thing.
I got really small hands. Like for my age, I got small hands.
Well, good for you.
All right, Cory, back to you. What do you wish, or what did you have for technology?
I had a lot of technology. I mean, I'm trying to think of. Had the juke, which now I remember that, which I'm kind of upset about. The computer. I mean, I was mostly a computer kid, so I always had like random. Actually, no. You know what? I do remember. So I was a troubled child. Always get suspended. And, my parent, I thought I was, tough shit, badass, little old me, pushing girls and making fun of people because I was a terrible person. So every time I get suspended, I'd lose my computer. And I remember my computer. It was a purple Asus. Have you ever seen, like, a really tiny computer?
Yeah, I've seen those.
Really tiny laptops. And they were, like,
really
the first, like, really tiny ones. Yeah, I had one of those. No, DSs, but the original DSs. And Game Boys. I had a Game Boy Color too. I used to play Pokemon.
Nice.
I used to play Pokemon on that.
Now, I never had a Game Boy, but I still have my DS. It was a DSi. It was dark pink. I still have it. Still works. I still use it sometimes when I have no power. Like when
I still have my white
out.
one. Yeah.
Really?
Yep, I still have my white one.
Do you still have all your games?
Where it is, but I wish when my sister. So I know what this is. Well, my sister graduated in 2012. During her graduation ceremony at the high school, I brought the games and lost them at the ceremony.
Oh, dude.
Lost all of them. I lost my Nintendogs. I was so upset about that.
Oh my god.
Hey, at least you
haven't been fed since 2012.
Someone got a whole bunch of games for free.
We called the school and they're like, "Oh, well, we don't know where it is." And they always hated me since that day.
Like, oh, look at this dude! Like, brings his freaking Nintendo games.
I was like 5. Calm down.
Hey, if it makes you feel any better, I have like 50 Nintendo DSi games just sitting in my freaking storage, like little container I have for them.
Bad.
It's like, how's that gonna make him feel any better?
I mean, if you want it.
You're really bringing up traumatic memories, Marissa.
I got Animal Crossing.
I never used to play Animal Crossing.
I have it. I found it at my freaking grandparents' house. Like somebody left it there. I don't know who. And I found it in the free. I'll take it.
Marissa thieving.
Cute.
Yeah. Dystro. What about you, man?
Yes. So, there's like a lot of different like things that I had written down here. I'll go with one that I had like a long time ago. I had a Game Boy Advance.
Ooh.
Yep. I had the Color Advance or whatever it was called.
Yeah, I had the Game Boy Advance, and then I had a Game Boy Color too.
I had neither.
But I had like the old school like kind of like the purple Game Boy Advance looking stuff. So it's like as soon as you put it, it's like it's like, oh, I love that thing.
I'm gonna look and see on my. Try to look up the name of it. Oh my god, it was older than the hills though. When I was 8, I got my first laptop. I think it was purple. I remember that, and it was Acer. Oh my god, is that it? Wow, that is it. I think if I'm correct, it was an 11-inch Acer Aspire purple color. That was the name of the laptop.
Oh,
Geez,
Aspire.
I literally used that thing till it shit the bed. I remember it was to the point where my up and down keys, they were gone. Like, they gone.
Playing Club Penguin too much.
The last thing I played on that was Undertale. In 8th grade. And I had that laptop since I was 8 years old.
And then you sit up to 8th grade. So, a pretty good while.
Yeah, I think I don't know if I played Roblox on that laptop. I know I played Roblox on my compact laptop I had with Cory. But that purple laptop, it ran on I think Windows 7 at the time.
Oh my god.
Or Windows 8, one or the other. I can't remember which one, but
Windows
man.
7. I had Windows Vista. I was falling.
My
Wow.
aunt with her desktop computer, she had Windows XP.
I think that's what my compact desktop has. I think it's Windows XP. Wow, just laptop I'm looking at right now. It brings back memories. That was my first laptop I got when I was like 8 years old. I had asked for a laptop for my birthday, and I had finally gotten one.
Finally.
Finally. God.
Okay, Cory, what about you? What's next?
Trying to really, really go into my thinker because I really suppressed a lot of this. I really don't know. I mean, what about okay. They are little. This is what I wanted. I don't know what they were called, but they were little what are they called? Pogs? Are they called pogs? The little cap things that you could trade.
I have never heard of those.
I think they're called pog caps. Pog caps, yeah, pog caps. That's what they're called.
Let
They're
me.
little tradable. They're little tradable discs, and you can trade them with people, and you battle. It's kind of like Pokemon, I think, where you battle with people.
Oh, okay. Pogs, is that what they're called?
Something like that, yeah. Something
Yeah,
along those lines.
I'm finding them. I have never heard or seen those in my life. Wow.
Me neither.
No, I didn't really remember them much. They were kind of like a thing that I had like an obsession with one time, and then that was it.
They were super suppressed.
Very much so, yes.
Wow.
Like, I remember like playing with like Bakugan like growing up. Like, it's kind of like similar like that maybe. I don't know if it would be similar to that.
I'm not 100% sure. But Dystro, what about you? Anything else?
Well, okay. I wanted a Nintendo Wii growing up, but I never got it.
Yeah, I have one of those.
I have one. Yeah, I still have one.
Me too. Still works.
Like,
Mine too.
Like, I had wanted one, but I'd never had one. It was just because like at the time like my mom was like, like she was a single mom, she was working way too hard and stuff like that, but it's like she had to focus on like groceries and all that stuff, so she couldn't buy the finer things. And I'm like, well, I mean, I commend her for that because like she taught me like how to save my money and stuff. So yeah, like all my friends had it. I was like, well, fuck you. Like, just like but
a lot of Wii bowling played.
Oh god, yeah.
like I think like I had went to a friend's house or something and I played like the Nintendo Wii or something. And then like the last time I played a Wii was like when I saw my mom's boyfriend, who is currently my father now, when he was with my pops, when he was living in Green Cove Springs, at a beautiful house that he had made, not from scratch, but like constructed it and all that stuff. And his daughter had a Nintendo Wii. That was like the last time I played. That was like 2016, 17, maybe.
Oh, okay. Last time I touched my Wii was about maybe 2 years ago.
Right, about the same, yes.
It's right here, literally in my room, in a box right now.
Mhm.
Like I have like almost 100 Wii games that I've collected over the years. I've played. Um, I have freaking Wii remotes, nunchucks, you name it. I even have the Wii drawing pad that I got. It came with a drawing game too. It's pretty cool. I'm actually due to kind of turn my Wii on again, hook it up, and play some games. But yeah. All right, so I have one. I wish I still had mine. I think mine's at my mom's. Like I so badly wish I could get that back because man, what a trip down memory lane. I had a MP3 player, but it was like pill shaped. It was pink.
Oh, I had the gray and red one. I know what you're
No
talking about.
way.
I
Oh
had the
my
gray and red one.
god.
I think they were called jelly beans. I'm not too sure.
I think I got mine from one of my cousins. I can't exactly remember, but I remember I had on my compact laptop, I had like MP3 Rocket,
Me
which is
too.
like it's like
That's
LimeWire, yeah.
no, it was better than LimeWire. Get out of here.
Uh,
That was one of the best things I used for music.
I'm trying to tell the viewers what it is in case they don't know.
Uh,
Um, yeah, I had that, and you used to be able to like put music on it. I had like over 100 songs on that thing, and the last time I put music on it, I think was like middle school. I so badly wish I could get that back because I just want to relive all the memories and see if my music taste has changed or not.
my music
It
taste.
probably has.
Mine has not changed at all. I know it hasn't.
I know I had almost the whole entire Black Ice album from AC/DC on that thing. I had Korn. I had Loverboy, of course. I mean, like I had Aerosmith. I had some pop on there that my mom and my cousins used to listen to, which I mean, yeah, I mean I grew up around that shit, so I wouldn't mind hearing it again. I don't remember what else I put on it though after that. Like I'm actually really curious. I wish I could get that back.
Hmm.
I know they had the pink one, they had a red one, they had the gray and red one, they had a black one. Oh man, that is like memories right there. That's like a fucking time capsule of like music taste. Like my music taste is probably not exactly the same as it was back then.
Probably not. No.
There's no Blink 182. There's no Billy Talent. Okay.
Yeah. Right.
There's probably some Fall Out Boy on it though, because like I put music on it in middle school, so like there might be some Fall Out Boy. I'm not sure, but
Kevin
Right.
Rudolph.
okay, maybe that too. I don't know. I don't remember. I really don't remember.
It's okay. Here's to us.
Shut up. All right, go, Cory. Like pick something. Talk about something.
Oh my. Okay, it's not really. Well, is it kind of tech?
There's electronics.
I'm trying to think if it was kind of electronic-y. I mean, not really. I mean, no, I guess not. I was thinking of a 90s toy, but it's not really a toy. Tamagotchis. I remember those.
Okay, that
That's
counts.
kind of yeah. That
It
counts.
counts because, I mean, it is a 90s nostalgic thing because they were into the 2000s too.
I never had one. I wish I
I
did.
never had one. It's literally just taking care of another human being.
Pretty much. That's how it is.
And then
Yeah.
like one of my coworkers, like they had a Tamagotchi or something, and she was like, "Oh shit!" And we were like, "What?" And she goes, "My Tamagotchi died." I'm like, "Are you serious right now?" like,
Sad days,
like,
man. Sad days.
I was like, bro. I was like, all right. It's just like, I was like, okay. I never had one, but I think it's just because like I just thought it was just pointless to have one.
It
For
was.
me,
I guess it was. I guess you could say.
but yeah. What about you, Marissa?
I never had one either. I wish I did. I had a Littlest Pet Shop thing though, like going back to like the toy episode we did not too long ago, where it was like it was like different ones, but the one I got was like you take care of a little bird. It's literally like Tamagotchi, but it was Littlest Pet Shop, which is really cool because I was a huge Littlest Pet Shop collector when I was a kid. So like I got to take care of it and stuff like that. I think the battery died in it. That's why it doesn't work.
Damn.
The pet itself didn't die. I took care of it. It was just the battery died. I didn't have the right battery to change it. It was like a watch battery kind of thing.
Oh, that sucks.
All right, what about you, Dystro? What did you want / have?
Well, growing up, like I had wanted an Xbox 360, but but then when I was still living in Tennessee and I saved up like a lot of money and stuff, I had gotten myself said Xbox 360, but like way on down the line a little bit.
Right. I didn't get mine till like 2014, I think.
I think mine was like around the exact same time.
Mine was 2014. I got my Xbox.
Yeah, I have had bad memories with my 360, mainly with two things. When I had 2K15, I had WWE 2K15 for the 360. My save files got corrupted.
Oh,
and
mine
I
did
lost
too.
all of my progress. I lost all my story mode progress. I did both story modes, like the 2K modes. I lost everything I unlocked. I lost everything. I was so mad to the point where I was like, okay, I'm not going back to this game because I don't want to have to go back and do it all over again.
My 2K16 game had gotten corrupted sometimes.
And like the thing is, like I didn't even do anything wrong. Like one day I just turned my Xbox on and was like, what? All my save progress is gone.
Yeah, it was like I think it was 2K16 and then 2K17 that happened to me. I was like, are you fucking kidding me
It might have just been just an Xbox error, like an internal error within itself.
But see, the thing is, though, it's like my Xbox 360, it didn't have like the Ring of Death or anything.
Oh, mine did twice.
It was fine. Like mine was fine, but if I may share a little story here, so I had my Xbox 360, and it was like one of those like kind of like one of those like slim ones, like the black slim ones. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, I didn't have like the big, huge, like bulky son of a bitch one. So I was playing it one day. It was like Thanksgiving. I remember this. It was Thanksgiving, I think 2015. I'm gonna say I say 2015. I could be wrong. And I was playing it and stuff, and I think like I had went to turn it off or something, and all I heard, I turned it off and I tried to turn my TV off, and my TV that I had at the time, it went and it kapooted. And it almost caused a fire in my room.
Oh, that's a new fear unlocked.
So, with that in mind, the TV went kaput. So did my Xbox as well.
Oh, man.
So both of those were gone.
Wow.
And so, thankfully, my mom's friend and her husband, they were graceful enough to buy me a completely new one. And it was like in very, very good condition too.
That's
which
nice
was
of them.
Yeah, it was really nice of them. They didn't have to do that, but I was like, well, thanks. Like, I could, play games again and stuff like that. Because they were like, like, because my mom had known them for like years and stuff, so it's like, and plus they're really good people. So
yeah. Now I got a couple stories I could tell too about having a 360. I feel like we all like have like those like moments.
Oh yeah.
Where, like, yeah, we could tell a story about this. There's two things. Number one being I hurt myself playing Xbox Connect like really bad.
I didn't have Xbox Connect.
Now my sisters can vouch on me for this, and probably my mother too. But anyways, so I had the Connect, and I had a whole bunch of the Connect games. I was playing like this track and fields little game where you have to jump over hurdles. Well, boy, it was me and my sister. Her name's Candace, but we call her Candy. That's her nickname. Me and Candy were playing the game. I jumped, landed wrong on my foot, and my foot went kaboom. Like, it literally snapped. My foot snapped. I fell to the floor, and I was fucking bawling my eyes out. My mom's like, oh, I gotta take it to the ER. Like, I couldn't even walk. So my dad, he was freaking taking a nap at the time, and my mom's like, my mom went to go wake up my dad because he had to watch my sisters, and she's like, well, I gotta bring Marissa to the ER, and yeah, they took X-rays. I had a sprained ankle really bad. Luckily, nothing was broken. I was on crutches for 3 weeks. It hurt. It's literally. I still have pictures on my phone somewhere. My ankle was so swollen and green. It looked like the size of a freaking baseball. I'm not even kidding. It was so bad. This was my freshman year of high school too. Like, that's the sad thing. Like, I had to go 3 weeks on crutches. I literally skipped the first week of school, like, for that, because
I remember this, Marissa.
Oh.
I remember this. I know what you're talking about.
I literally like out of the
Awful.
3 weeks I was on crutches, I skipped the first week for school. Like, I skipped that because I was in so much pain. I tried going to school on like the first day on crutches. My armpits were so sore.
Yeah,
God.
because having to put the crutches like underneath them, and you have to have them on you like 24/7 and stuff.
And what's funny is, since that day, I've never played Xbox Connect again.
I don't think anybody would, because it's like the hell spawn of Satan sometimes.
I was in so much pain. I literally collapsed to the floor. My mom thought I broke it. She thought I broke my ankle, but I just really sprained it badly. I couldn't even walk. Like, I was in so much pain. It's probably the worst pain I've ever experienced. Actually, that's a lie. I've experienced worse pain, but we're not going to get into that. Dystro, you know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
My second story, it's like a mini story. So my 360, I had, you know how they used to have like the yellow, red, and white cord plugins for your TV?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's like old school. Like, nothing has that anymore.
No.
My yellow part got fried.
Oh.
Got hit by lightning. It got fried. I had to buy a whole new cord. Luckily, my Xbox was fine, but the cord got fried, so I had to buy a new cord.
Yeah. Yeah, because like when I had my Xbox 360 and stuff, it's like there's yellow, white, and red, and it's like, oh, alrighty.
That's so old school now.
Yeah, that's
like now
old.
that we're into like 2023, everything's like HDMI now.
Yeah,
it's so weird.
That's crazy.
But yeah, now my 360 no longer works. It had the red ring of death. It just shit the bed. So
my 360 is easily almost maybe 13, 14 years old and still works.
Wow. My cousin in Canada, he has the original Xbox and the original Xbox 360, and they both still work.
It's funny that you brought that up too, because like my first Xbox was the original Xbox. Like, it was like 2012 when I got it or something.
I mean, his 360 is a little loud, but
yeah, right.
As it should be. It's old. Give it, you know.
She's still
give it its props. Give it its props.
All right, so we're on to the final tech little thing, and it's my turn. So what a way to end this. Oh man, what do I want to go with? I don't know. I'm running out of ideas. Oh, okay, I know what I want to go with. So my parents had this. I wish we still had it. We had this radio, awesome fucking radio. We put in our living room when we were living at my old house in the village. And I doubt Cory remembers this being in my house. I fucking doubt it. I had a CD player. Like, I didn't have it. My parents did. It was a big radio. It could hold 5 CDs at once. And like, whenever you,
it's a 6 CD slot. I know what you're talking about.
And like when you wanted to switch CDs, you just press the button on the radio or on the remote.
I don't remember it, but my father has one. He still has one. It's still in the living room today.
I wish we still had ours. I think ours stopped working. Like, the thing that switches the CDs, it got stuck. It was just from wear and tear. But man, that fucking CD player, that radio was fucking loud. My dad had these huge speakers. I don't know if you remember that either, Cory. We had these massive
My father had the
speakers.
same ones too. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
My sisters and I poked holes in them when we were kids.
Oh, I did not do that. My father would have killed.
Oh,
me if
my
I did
dad was
that.
mad, but he fucking patched them up somehow.
No, my father would have killed me.
I don't think we have those anymore. I think my dad got rid of them. He had them for years. They were massive. Like, I used to sit on top of those speakers when I was a kid.
My father still has his. He's thinking about getting rid of them.
My dad used to play AC/DC on those speakers really loud. And, like, I remember I used to sit on top of those speakers when I was a kid. Oh, my God. They were fucking loud. I remember that. Wow. That's memories. I wish we still had. I wonder if they still make those radios.
Well, yeah. I mean, I have one. I have one today.
I want one.
Powerful, let me tell you, they're powerful. Mine's loud.
Maybe I'll surprise my dad with one for Christmas this year.
Yeah, you never know.
Just gonna fucking what? I don't even know what Best Buy is. That still a thing?
Not around here.
Yeah, Best Buy's still a thing.
Well, yeah, Best Buy's still a thing, but not close to you, Marissa.
Oh, I know it's not close to me. I could travel. But yeah, so that with teary eyes and an open heart, that concludes Nostalgia Days, Tech Days. This is our final episode of Nostalgia Days. I hope everybody enjoyed this episode as well as the series as a whole. What was your favorite Nostalgia Days episode? Let us know on social media or in the comments. I'd like to hear what you guys have to say. I truly enjoyed doing this series. I brought a lot of guests onto this series, whether it was from school or family. It felt really good because not only did I get to relive the moments myself, but I got to share the moments with my co-host and guests along the way. So again, to our guests who have joined us, including you, Cory, thank you for joining us. Man, I'm actually like a little emotional right now because like I love this series. It was a great idea from the start. It brought back a lot of memories that I didn't even remember in the first place. Like a lot of things that we've mentioned, I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe like I didn't remember that, like that kind of thing.
Like with the school days and the fair days and stuff, that it brought back like so much memories for both of us.
For me, I think it was like either I was gonna say commercial days was probably like my number one for me out of everything we've done. We did that with Nate. We had 2 parts for that one. Nate was on part 1, I believe.
Yeah, I think he was on part 1, yeah.
Wow, that was a really good episode. I'm not gonna lie, that brought back a lot of memories. Jeez. But yeah, once again, thank you guys for joining us for the Nostalgia Day series. I hope everybody enjoyed. Feel free to go back and rewatch any episodes you want. We're not going anywhere. All right, so I have Song of the Night for this episode. And since I had mentioned previously, today marks 43 years since Bon Scott has passed, I am going to go with the song Ride On from the album Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. This song is mainly one of the biggest songs that people use to try to remember Bon by, because that was kind of like his song. It's hard to explain, but if you listen to the lyrics, you listen to the song in general, you'll be like, yeah, this is Bon Scott's like anthem, like this is his song. So if you guys want to hear that, be sure to stick around to the very end. There will be a link in the top right hand corner of the episode. It should pop up. It'll take you to a video. You guys can go and listen to it. Really, really good song. God bless him.
Yeah.
All right, our next episode, we are nearing the end of February, guys. So let's see, what do we have? All right, I'm looking at my calendar right now. Our next episode, ooh, okay, it's gonna be a good one. So, as you guys may remember on this channel, one of our first few episodes on this channel, we did a lot of Billy Talent stuff. We did albums, we ranked the albums, and we did the songs. We are going to revisit our songs episode, our top 10 Billy Talent songs episode. We're going to compare what we picked back then to what we picked now for our top 10. So we're going to redo our top 10 list separately, obviously. Dystro, did you go back and watch the videos already and write down our lists?
Yes, I did.
Wow, okay. So I will discuss with you how it's going to work behind the scenes, Dystro.
Yes.
And we'll obviously tell the viewers when we get that down to a science. So it's going to be interesting. I don't think my list is definitely going to be the same at all from last year.
No.
Because we've listened to everything, literally everything.
Yeah, we did.
Even bonus tracks we've listened to. So it's going to be a good one. And it's time to revisit some of our old episodes anyways. So this will be our first stop. So I think it's going to be a good way to start our revisited series, I guess you could say. Yeah, because we're revisiting these episodes and comparing it from then to now.
Yeah, I know.
So I hope you guys join us this Thursday. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be very interesting to see what we picked back then before we became Billy Talent experts, we shall say.
Billy Talent connoisseurs.
Yes, that's the word. All right, so if you guys stuck around to the very end, we greatly appreciate your support. Be sure to follow us on social media by clicking on the link in the description below, which will take you to Linktree. It has Dystro's gaming YouTube channel, which he's on the road to 400 subscribers at this moment. How much were you at last time you checked?
Last time I checked, I was at 366. Now I'm at 373 right now.
Wow, okay, so you're getting there. So be sure to go subscribe to him. He uploads weekly gaming content. Sometimes I'm in there too. This week we're going to be playing some more games. So yeah, I'm coming back to VC full time. Well, for now, at least.
Time.
Shut up. Listen, I had a really good week off, okay? It felt really good to catch up on some music.
I've been lonely.
Okay, all right.
You have Caleb, so...
That doesn't help.
Oh my gosh. I'm telling. Okay.
That's fine. Tell.
Anyways, go subscribe to Dystro if you guys want to see some gaming content weekly. Follow us on social media. We have Reddit, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. I kind of want to put my Twitch on there, but I don't really stream as much, but who knows? So go follow us on social media to keep up to date with the podcast. In case something goes wrong, we cannot upload. Once again, take a listen to tonight's song of the night, Ride On by AC/DC. And thank you, Cory, again for joining us. And thank you guys for joining us. And we'll catch you guys this Thursday. Peace.
Peace.